I grew up in the suburbs of Toronto and have always loved the energy and diversity of our city, but my heart lies in nature and I find most of my inspiration there. Lake Ontario is an important part of Toronto and it offers refuge from the hustle and bustle of downtown life. People are drawn to the big open sky and the sound of the waves. Along the shores you'll find runners, bikers, and kayakers, just to name a few. A short ferry ride away will take you to the islands where you feel like you're in the middle of cottage country. My family and I love to spend time down by the lake relaxing. As I began exploring mobile photography, I realized this location, which was so close to me, was a great place to photograph nature and people enjoying it. I love the sense of calm that the big blue landscape and distant horizon create, and I try to capture people looking rather small in the landscape to create a sense of awe and wonder. I'm more of an editor than a photographer, so you'll see photo montage, text, and other painterly effects in my images.
I work in the downtown core, so a lot of my photos are shot either coming into work in the morning or going home at night. I'll often get off at a wrong subway stop just so I have to walk a little bit further and experience some new things. Sometimes I'll get lucky in the middle of the day if I'm just stepping out for a coffee, but it's amazing to me how many of my photos are shot within a pretty small geographical area. I love the way the light can bounce off buildings in the downtown core. It creates these fantastic canyons and corridors of light and shadow that people weave through, seemingly unaware of how beautiful it is all around them. And they can throw these magnificent shadows that can make them seem like giants moving among the shafts of light. I never get tired of walking around and experiencing it because it's different all the time, every day.
Having moved from the east coast of Ireland to the city of Toronto, which is almost 1,000 kilometres from the nearest seashore, it is a great comfort to me that the lakes to the north of Toronto and Lake Ontario, on whose shores Toronto lies, play such an integral part of the daily life of the people of Toronto. Having initially lost sight of the natural beauty that is Lake Ontario, with development taking precedence for a long period of time, there is now a determined effort being made by the city to reconnect to the lake. If you take a trip down to the lakeshore on any weekend day, you will find endless activities and places to travel to give you a weekend breakaway without ever having to leave the city. Of course, all with the benefit of having breathtaking views of the city skyline whichever way you turn. For those who wish to take a small trip away from the downtown core, just to the north of the city lies what is known to everybody as Cottage country, a vast web of intertwined lakes that Toronto residents flock to every weekend that they can in the summer. Whether you are looking for a quiet weekend away or a more fun-filled adventure weekend, Cottage country provides you with the most idyllic setting you could possibly ask for. Before each trip, I find I need to completely empty my camera roll and delete any unnecessary apps, just to make sure I have enough room for all the photographs I'm going to take.
Like a lot of other people I know, I only started getting into photography once I got an iPhone with a decent camera. I love that I always have it on me so I can capture the things I see daily. I take most of my pictures when I'm walking my dog or coming to and from work into the downtown core. It's so easy and accessible to just pull it out and snap things I see. That's mostly what I'm shooting. It's a great way to document my everyday life, and I can look back and see a timeline of things I've done and places I've been. I like trying to tell a story with every photograph. It doesn't always come out the way I intended, but sometimes those are the best pictures.
I feel so lucky to live steps away from this beautiful ravine. I take any opportunity I can to walk through it, and it seems to change every time I go there. I think it's the most lush it's ever been this summer. When I walk through, I feel almost like I've entered a different world. It's an incredible escape from the concrete and high-rises and busy pace of the city.
I come from the suburbs of Toronto and use the dramatic architecture and natural landscapes of the city as my escape from studying. Since getting my hands on Instagram, I look at my world in a more open-minded and detailed way. Whether it's roaming the gorgeous University of Toronto campus in search of its rustic halls and stairwells, or exploring the underground pathway system that connects 29 kilometers of walkway under the city. Another favorite area of mine to explore are the Toronto Islands, a beautiful chain of small islands located just offshore from the city. From here you can catch some pretty spectacular views of the skyline, especially during sunset. I could spend days here just exploring the vast amount of nature right here in our city.
I love this city. I love the noise. I love the smell. I love the motion. I love the streets. I wander constantly in an attempt to absorb it all. My photography is a reflection of this desire. It's an attempt to capture everything all at once. While I know that this is impossible, I try to make sure that I catch at least one element in every single photo that is 100% uniquely, authentically Toronto.